In a distant kingdom, ruled by a wise and compassionate king named Ashoka, there was a bustling marketplace where people from all walks of life gathered to trade, socialize, and seek their fortunes. Among the crowds there was a beggar named Raj, a man who had lost his family and home to misfortune and had been reduced to begging for his survival. Raj was a humble and gentle soul, finding solace in the simple moments of life despite his dire circumstances. One sunny morning, as the marketplace bustled with activity, King Ashoka decided to venture out of the palace in disguise, curious to experience the daily life of his subjects. Dressed as a commoner, he made his way through the crowded streets, observing the sights and sounds of the city. Along his path he encountered Raj, the beggar, sitting by the roadside, his tattered clothes barely shielding him from the harsh rays of the sun. Curious, the disguised king approached Raj and asked, "Good sir, can you spare some change for a hungry traveler?" Raj, looking up with kind eyes, replied, "I may not have wealth to share, but I can offer you something more valuable. Sit with me for a moment and let me share my story." Intrigued, King Ashoka sat beside the beggar, and Raj began to narrate his tale. He spoke of his former life, a life of comfort and luxury, as the son of a wealthy merchant. He shared how he had lost everything due to a series of unfortunate events: a fire that consumed his family's business, a debilitating illness, and the death of his loved ones. Left with nothing but the clothes on his back, Raj had taken to begging, finding a sense of peace and contentment in his newfound simplicity. Listening to Raj's story, the king was moved by the beggar's resilience and inner strength. He realized that despite the stark contrast in their circumstances, they shared a common humanity. King Ashoka, in his disguise, felt a deep sense of connection with Raj, a connection that transcended their respective social positions. As the day went on, the king continued to sit with Raj, engaging in meaningful conversations about life, suffering, and the pursuit of happiness. Raj's wisdom and simplicity deeply resonated with him, and he couldn't help but ponder the true meaning of wealth and contentment. With the setting sun casting long shadows over the marketplace, King Ashoka rose from his spot, preparing to reveal his true identity to Raj. He said, "My friend, I am not just a traveler passing through. I am King Ashoka, the ruler of this kingdom." Raj, his eyes wide with surprise, stammered, "Your Majesty, I had no idea. Please forgive my ignorance." The king smiled warmly and said, "There is nothing to forgive, my friend. In fact, it is I who should seek your forgiveness for not recognizing the wisdom and humility in your heart sooner. I came here in search of something, and I believe I have found it through your story." King Ashoka then extended a hand to Raj, helping him to his feet. He continued, "You have shown me that true wealth does not lie in material possessions, but in the contentment of the heart and the richness of one's spirit. I would like to offer you a place in the palace where you can live in comfort and security." Raj, however, declined the king's generous offer, saying, "Your Majesty, I appreciate your kindness, but I have found my home among the simplicity of this street and the connections I have forged here. My happiness lies in the conversations and bonds I share with the people of this marketplace." The king, profoundly moved by Raj's wisdom and unwavering contentment, nodded in understanding. With a deep sense of respect, he bade farewell to the beggar and returned to the palace. From that day forward, King Ashoka became known for his compassionate rule, striving to uplift the lives of all his subjects. He often visited the marketplace, cherishing the moments of connection and understanding he had found with Raj, the beggar who had taught him that true riches were not measured in gold, but in the wealth of the heart. The story of the king and the beggar became a cherished tale throughout the kingdom, a reminder to all that the simplest of encounters and the most unexpected connections could hold the greatest lessons in life.